The Smart School, Class 7, Science Video Lesson 1. We will start from Chapter 1, Heating and Cooling. Today's topic is temperature and heat. The page numbers are from 2 to 3. Time duration of the lesson is about 10 minutes. Resources required during this lesson will be Science Fact File 2, textbook, notebook, and pencils. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to differentiate between temperature and heat, identify the scales that are used to measure temperature, and to describe what happens to particles of a substance when it is heated or cooled. Effect of heat. What happens when you touch a hot pan accidentally? You can see when we touch a hot pan, the heat from the pan transfers to our hand, and the senses in the body tell us to pull away from the pan immediately, as shown in this picture. Heat energy in fireworks. You won't be hurt if a spark of a firework falls on you. Can you think of a reason why? The reason is that the spark does not have a lot of heat energy, which is why it cannot hurt you that much. On the other hand, hot tea can burn your tongue seriously. Do you know why? The reason is that the tea in the cup contains a lot of heat energy. So when you sip it without being careful, it can seriously burn your tongue. Temperature versus heat. Temperature is a measure of how hot or cold something is. As you can see, this thermometer is measuring the temperature from cold to cool and warm and then hot and then very hot. So this is a measure of how hot or how cold something actually is. While heat is the transfer of energy from a higher temperature object to a lower temperature object. In this picture, heat from sun is melting ice cream. Sun is at a higher temperature than the ice cream. That is why heat is transferring, causing the ice cream to melt. Temperature of the surroundings is larger than the temperature of this ice cube that you can see. Heat moves from the surroundings of the ice cube into it, causing it to melt. Temperature is measured in degrees Celsius and Kelvin, while heat is measured in joules and kilojoules. Heat moves the particles. You can see the left glass contains hot water and the particles in this glass are moving quickly. On the right side, the glass has ice cubes. It is colder in temperature, so its particles are moving slowly. Particles will move more and more slowly if we keep on decreasing the temperature of the water glass. The decrease in temperature of a body also causes a decrease in its heat energy. If the temperature of a body keeps decreasing, it reaches a point which is called absolute zero. Its value is 0 in Kelvin scale, and in Celsius scale its value is minus 273. At absolute zero, a material has no heat energy and its particles stop moving. Quick quiz. What can hurt you more? A spark of temperature 1000 degrees Celsius or a teacup of temperature 70 degrees Celsius? The correct answer is a teacup of temperature 70 degrees Celsius. A material has no heat energy at 0 degrees Celsius or at 0 Kelvin. The correct answer is 0 Kelvin.
Do you know
We shall now
why
see
things
a
are
video
hot
that
or
will
cold?
tell us
Oh,
how
it
temperature
depends
changes
upon
in various
amount of
ways.
heat in a thing.
You're right. It is called temperature.
Amount of heat in a thing is called temperature of that thing.
With magic wand, let's see what a molecule is doing in this jug.
Can you see the molecules in these jugs?
Yes, in jug A, molecules are contracting due to cold.
Things contract in cold because molecules tend to come close to each other.
Tell me, what do you see in jug C?
In this jug, molecules are moving fast. They are going away from each other.
Yes, things expand when the molecules move away from each other.
Things expand when they get heat as molecules run away from each other.
We would see this with an experiment. Here are two balloons. I am keeping one in refrigerator and one in sunlight. Do you know what would happen?
I know, balloon in sunlight would become bigger.
And balloon in refrigerator would contract, means it becomes small.
Oh, this means things contract in cold and they expand in heat.
A quick quiz based on what we have studied in the video. Things expand when they are heated or cooled. The correct answer is things expand when they are heated. If you want to bring the molecules of a material closer, what will you do? You will put them in sunlight or you will put them in refrigerator. The correct answer is you will put them in refrigerator. To summarize what we have studied so far, temperature is a measure of hotness of an object. Heat is a form of energy that transfers from hot objects to cold objects. There are two units of temperature that we have studied, degrees Celsius and Kelvin. Heat is measured in joules or kilojoules. Materials expand on heating and contract on cooling. Your home task is to read pages 2 and 3 of the textbook and then attempt test yourself questions given on page 3 of the textbook. Good luck.